Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Audrey and today I am going to be showing you guys how to add mods and custom content to your game. And I'm going to be showing you step-by-step process. We're going to start from the absolute beginning. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to set your game up to accept the custom content, and then I'm going to show you guys where you can download and find CC. So we're going to kind of go from start to finish, and I'm going to try and put it in chapters so you can skip around if you kind of already know what to do, but this is for like super beginners. And yeah, I hope you guys all enjoy this tutorial, so let's get on into it. Okay, so first things first, and this is kind of the way that I recommend it, it'll be a lot easier for you, is we are going to go into your, we're going to set your game up for essentially to have the mods enabled. This is just way easier than doing it after you add them. So we're going to go to options, you're going to go to game options, and then if you go here to where it says other, you click on that and you want to click on enable custom content and mods and script mods allowed. And then you just want to make sure you have these two checked, and then this is where you can actually view all of your custom content. It does pop up. I have a lot, so this will probably take some time. I don't know why I clicked it, but you will get this pop-up in the beginning with all of the custom content that you have added. You can disable this pop-up. It makes life so much easier just disabling it, but it's also very great for newbies, so you can see if your custom content that you put in did get added to the game. Oh my god, this took an embarrassing and long time. Okay, so this is what will pop up at the beginning of your game when you open it. It will have literally all of your mods in here. Like, look at that. I have a lot. And it'll say custom content, and it'll have literally everything. Like, I'm pretty sure, hold on. Let me just double check, because this might just be, yeah, this is all of my mods. So this is everything. This is my, like, yeah, so like my script mods. So these are all of like my gameplay stuff, and also like building CC that I have, everything. So everything that you've added in your game, custom content and mod wise, will show up here. Now this checkbox, you can uncheck and it will no longer show at startup, which is why mine is not like that. So that is just an idea. We are going to go ahead and exit the game right now because I'm going to show you guys where to find custom content. Okay, so one of my first places that I absolutely love is Tumblr, and it's one of my most recommended because you can find so much custom content on here, and you can also find mods and everything as well. One thing that I probably should mention is that there are two different kinds of custom content. So we have right here what you're seeing, which is called Maxis Match, which essentially means it matches the style of the game. So this is considered Maxis Match, this hair right here. Now there is also Alpha, and where are we? So I thought I had it pulled up. Okay, what is a good example of Alpha CC? So here we have right here, this would be considered Alpha custom content. And another good place to look for your custom content is to go on to Pinterest as well. Though with the Pinterest cleanse, it's been a little harder, but you can still find tons of custom content and everything like that. And it definitely takes you through a rabbit hole. And I personally like to use Pinterest when I'm looking for very specific CC. So like, there we go. Here's what I'm looking for. This is a perfect example of Alpha custom content. It just means that you prefer a more realistic style. Now, I personally do what's called Maxis Mix, where I mix alpha and Maxis Match CC together for my Sims. Honestly, it's all a personal preferences. Both are super valid. So I have a few things like bookmark that I want to download, so I'm going to show you guys how to do that. And yeah, all you really have to do, like, hold on. Okay, so the way you can just search on Tumblr or even on Pinterest if you're looking for Maxis Match is to either you can do MMCC and it will bring up anything that's tagged as MMCC, or you can do, like, as you see right here, S4CC, Sims Custom Content, Maxis Match CC. All of those will get you some form of custom content. You can even do, I think I have that tattoo already. Or you can even do the same thing with alpha. Like I said, I am a Maxis mix, so I mostly do Maxis Match hair. That's just, again, a preference of mine for playing over so many years, and then my kind of skin details and stuff might lean more towards alpha. So let's go ahead and download some custom content from Pinterest. So here I found this makeup swatch, and as you can see, it has a Patreon link. Oh wait, no, you can't see that. Maybe now. Here you can see it has a Patreon link, so we're gonna click on that. And that is going to bring us to the Patreon on where we can download the custom content. And then right here, you're literally just going to click on that, and that is going to download it onto your computer. And if you are interested to see what else someone has, this is all that this person has. So cool. There you've downloaded your first custom content. And then the cool thing, like I said, with Pinterest is that if you go down, it has kind of similar recommendations for you in whatever it is that you were looking at to begin with. So again, like for instance, this one here, it has candysims4.tumblr.com. So if we click on it, it will take us to that Tumblr page. Now, some people have their custom content behind a paywall. That's a whole nother video we will deal with in another day. But here we are going to, it brings us to their Tumblr page, and literally all you have to do is, you can read through. You definitely want to make sure it's if it's base game compatible or not, because sometimes people make CC or custom content for certain packs, but most of the time, like 99% of the time, it's base game compatible, meaning you don't have to own any of the packs from EA. You can download it and only have base game and still be able to use it. So there will be kind of all different kinds of information, like if there's hat chops and stuff like that. So here you're just gonna go ahead, so you can do Patreon, or you can do their site. It says no ad fly, and I honestly normally just do Patreon, but I think Candy Sims, you have to go on to their actual website if you're not a Patreon member of theirs. I'm not 100% sure. Let me check actually. So with custom content downloading, some people have Patreons, so see, like this $1 and you can download from the Patreon. If you download it from their site, it's free. You just, I think, have to go through an ad. Let's do this together. I do like a lot of their stuff, so all we're gonna do is, if we go here, and it'll bring you to a media fire, which is perfectly fine. No issues with that, and you're just going to download everything that you want for it. So there's only 3 files here. We're going to download that, and we're going to close out of that. So same thing for this hair, and it's actually a makeup set. And again, they have all of the information: hat chops, EA color, base game, disabled for random, and that just means that random townies will not have this on. So another thing, download no ads. Perfect. This means it's going to take you to SimFile Share, and SimFile Share is actually a great place and what a lot of creators use to upload their content onto. Again, it's totally safe and legit. Whoops. And we're just gonna go here, and we're gonna go here, and it's just gonna all download onto your computer. So yeah, that is how you download custom content, essentially. Pretty easy. You just find what you like, and like, this is from 3 years ago. This is from 2020. Can you guys see? You guys cannot. There we go. This is from 2020. So yeah, it's from 3 years ago, but it's still totally legit and totally works perfectly fine. For instance, if we go to my page, I have like my own hair collection here, and what I do is I have a link to my Patreon, and I also have a Sims file share link as well that you can click on, and you can also download it off of CurseForge. So there are a few other sites that you can download custom content, and I will show you guys right now. So the first one is the Sims Resource. This site I personally don't use too much. One, I just find it hard to navigate, and two, it does like the whole countdown thing, and it makes you type in codes and all of that. It just takes a really long time. It's just very inconvenient in my opinion, but you can find a lot of CC on here, and you just have to be willing to navigate through anything. I found a lot of cute stuff, especially like in this collection right here. But yeah, so this is another place that you can download custom content. And we also have CurseForge, which is more on the newer side, but again, this is another place that you can download custom content. You do not need to install the app. You can literally just download it from the site. Here, let's see. Here we go. So like right here, you just hit download, and then it'll start downloading for you. And yeah, that is essentially a rundown of how to download, install, or download the mods, custom content that you're looking for, and different places that you can find it, and also what alpha and what Maxis Match look like. The same thing goes if you're looking for like presets, lips, mouth, and eyes, and all of that. All kind of the same thing. You just type it in the search bar, and you can find tons and tons of different things. All right, so here is how to essentially install your mods that you just downloaded. So first we're going to go to our mods folder, which is going to be, I believe, in your local disk. I have a shortcut to mine already, so actually no, it's in your documents. I'm so sorry. Then you're going to click on EA game. No. Okay. They've moved stuff around with the EA app. It used to be a little bit easier, but you're going to go to Documents, Electronic Arts, Sims 4, and your mods folder will be right there. And as you can see, this is my mods folder. It is a mess. It's like I have it organized to an extent, and then there are certain mods where I'm not 100% about, and I just kind of throw them in as they are. It just makes life easier for me. Now, as you can see, I have the mods in folders. There are certain mods that you can only do one folder deep. I'll explain that a little bit later. So as you can see, these all say package files, and these are perfectly fine to just drop into your folder as they are. You don't have to do anything extra. You can just drop them into your mods folder. Now, because I have categories in my mods folder, I'm just going to drop them essentially where they need to go, and it'll make life so much easier. So as you can see, I have like a hair, I have a makeup folder, I have wonderful whims. And so for something like this can only be one folder deep, meaning you can make a folder and put the script mods in it, and that's it. I have my hair folder here where I have a ton of hair in there, and then I have other folders which you can't, I pull like this is how much I have, and then I have subfolders within that folder with hair in it, and the hair still shows up in the game essentially. And like I said, it works perfectly fine and it shows up in the game, but for certain mods you can only go 1 folder deep, you can't go 2 folders deep, kind of how I have my hair. And it's kind of like that for clothes to collections and stuff. I'll just leave them in the collection folder and pop them in my clothes folder. But for script mods like Wonderful Whims, Lumpios, RPO mod, cooking mods and stuff like that, they can only be 1 folder deep, and I just tend to throw everything loosey-goosey if I'm not 100% sure. And then I also just don't know sometimes, like I don't have a category for certain things, which I might just make like an overrides folder eventually, because I have like a cast lighting over. I actually did recently make a folder for my cast lighting. I made a folder for my cast background. It makes it easier for me to switch them in and out. And as you can see here, I have like my hair collections and stuff that I'm working on. I have like default overrides for like the plumb bobs. I just have a lot of different things just kind of thrown there because 1, it makes it easier for me to find, and 2, I don't know, I'm just chaotic and that's how I work. But essentially, yeah, you can organize your mods folder however you want. There's people that have like a clothes folder, and then in that clothes folder they have each creator's name, and then they put the clothes in that folder. But then there's some people who go like clothes, creator, and then if it's a top or bottom. So yeah, that's kind of an overview of what my mods folder looks like, but you organize it the way that you want to. Now, let's get into adding the mods to the... So the Aurora face paint is going to go into my makeup folder, while the hair will go into my hair folder, etc, etc. So like I said, if it ends in package and it says it's a package file, you can just drop it into your mods folder as it is. So for the zip files, before you put them in your mods folder, you want to unzip them. And so all you have to do is go to compress folder tools, extract all, and it will extract it for you. And then boom, as you can see, there's a folder. You just click on that and then there will be your package file. Never put a zip file in your mods folder. It will not do anything. It'll probably cause some corruption. Mods will also come in RAR files, and also you might get some that you download that are 7Z files, and all you do is right click on those and hit extract files. It'll give you a folder, and then you put the package file in your mods folder. You never want to, again, put any zipped files, RAR files, or 7Z files directly in your mods folder. And yeah, so once you put those in, it's now time to open the game back up. Alright, so we are back in the game. I accidentally hit the scenarios button, but here we are, we're back in the game. Like I said, you might get the pop-up of all of the custom content that you just added into your game. I disabled mine. If you get that, it's perfectly fine. You can disable it later. Now we're just gonna go into new game and take a look at what we added, and I will show you guys kind of what alpha CC looks like compared to Maxis Match CC as well. All right, so we are in create a sim, and I'm just gonna show you guys a couple alpha CC because I have a few for my male sims right here. So this is kind of how alpha CC looks in game. Like I said, it's a little, I don't know how to describe it. It's considered more realistic, but I personally just don't like, and maybe alpha CC's gotten better. This is just for like one particular creator, but it's just not my cup of tea with the hair. So yeah, let's actually switch over to a female sim. Okay, so there's a possibility that this might happen. Something might glitch out on your sims and you're stuck with this crazy looking skeleton, and you have to figure out what in my CC did this. I actually know which one it is because it's the only one that does this, and it is the no eyelash. So I am just going to close out the game, get rid of that, and then open the game back up, and I will show you guys it will be fixed. Now, knowing this, it's just because, again, I've been using custom content for a really long time. But you can also just kind of Google what freakish thing is happening in your game. Okay, and we're back into cast. So yeah, I'm really sad because that no eyelash mod is just such a game saver. I just love it so much. Okay, so essentially, if you have done everything correctly, and hopefully I explained everything well, the custom content that you downloaded should show up here. So like I was saying, this is alpha hair. This is kind of what alpha hair looks like. And this is what Maxis Match hair looks like. So it's pretty much just clayified. Again, it's all to personal taste and everything. As far as like my eye details and stuff, like you can see, kind of go for more realism. And I prefer kind of a more alpha eyes compared to, I think I have a few Maxis Match. Let me see. Can't find them. Doesn't matter. But it all is a personal preference on the type of content and everything that you download. I can actually show you guys the difference here. So these are considered more, I want to say Maxis Match, whereas these, like literally everything else is more alpha eyes because they're like more, you know, realistic looking. And yeah, I just, again, it's my personal preference, and some people prefer completely Maxis Match. Some people prefer to be completely alpha. And even as far as my clothes are concerned, again, I'm the same way. I have a mix of alpha clothes and I have a mix of Maxis Match clothes. So for instance, let's see, here would be kind of, you can't see that one well. So this would be considered a bit more alpha because it just seems like more real, whereas this kind of blends more into the gameplay style. I want to say fits a little bit more to the style of the game. I think, so hold on, who do I have? Like Ogre, they're more Maxis Match style versus like Baby Tears is more alpha style. That's not Baby Tears, but again, whatever you guys are looking for, I'm sure you can find it. And yeah, I hope this tutorial was helpful. I was gonna try and find the hair that I downloaded because I really do actually want to see the hair. So let's try and find the hair that I downloaded. Hello, doo-doo-doo. And here comes the fun part. When you have a lot of custom content, and in order to get these 5 columns, there is a mod called the 5 column mod. You can actually choose between I want to say 3, 4, or 5. So yeah, the cool thing is most creators have it so that all of their hairs are together, so it kind of makes it easier to find new stuff that you downloaded if you know the creator. I do not remember the creator for the hair, so we're just gonna kind of peruse through and see if we can find the hair. And I honestly tend to do this with certain custom content, like especially if it's new. I just like to click on it to see how it looks in game, because sometimes on a photo it can look really nice in the photo but look absolutely, and like, see, I'm missing the mesh for this. So that's why my sim looks like that, because I'm missing the mesh for this. So this might be a recolor and I don't have the original one downloaded, so I need to delete that, but whatever. There are some creators like Baddie Sims, I feel like they toe the line in between. Like, it's not completely alpha, but it's also not completely Maxis Match when it comes to their hair, in my opinion. So okay, here it is. it took a minute, but we found it, and here is the hair that or one of them that we downloaded. And you can take a look at the color swatches and just how it looks in game, and it's super cute. So yeah, I mean, easiest way. Those are Second Life conversions, don't look at that. But yeah, I mean, if you did everything correctly, it will show here, or whatever it is that you downloaded. If you download makeup, it would be in the makeup section. I recommend if you download maybe like overlays or something like that to see where the category being, like if it'll be in the hats or the accessories and stuff like that. A lot of people put their streaks and stuff in the accessories category, but just, you know, double check things. So yeah, and then as you can see with our Aurora hair, oh, I switched hairs, never mind. But yeah, I was gonna say, as you can see, it changed, but I stupidly changed the hair. And as far as like if hairs are hat compatible, if they say hat chops, then that means you can add hats on them. If they say no hat chops, that means you cannot add a hat on it. So that is just another thing to look out for with hairs. But I mean, it's something you can easily tell if you put a hat on it and the hair completely goes through it. So yeah, I hope this was a very helpful tutorial. I'm gonna be coming out with a part 2 as far as when it comes to, I guess, like modding and poses and specific like mods for your game. But if you guys have any questions, or if you want to see how to do certain things in the game, like when it comes to sliders, because maybe that's another thing. I have a lot of like custom in-game sliders, presets. Like I have a lot of different facial presets, mouth sliders that aren't in the game. There's chin sliders. Like I have so much stuff. So I mean, I could do like a whole series on this. I just need to know, oh, that's cute, she's like a little pal. I just need to know what you guys want to see, and I will make the video on it. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I hope, like I said again for the millionth time, that this video was helpful for you. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments down below, and I will do my best to assist you. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much how you add custom content or mods to your game. As far as the Create a Sim custom content, it's all going to show up in CAS. Mods will show up in game, if that makes sense. Like gameplay mods, they're not going to show up here. So yeah, with that being said, I will see you guys all later. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.